What's up, everybody? This is Tori and B from First Class Breakfast, and this is our latest late night breakfast episode.
And
late
this
breakfast.
Is First Class Reg from First Class Breakfast, and my cup is really full. I didn't really mean it.
Oh, your cup running over? We got the usual suspects here. We got Eli P. Steph McNasty. Don't ask him how you got that name.
In the great words of Kurt Cobain, I need some more drink in my cup.
Okay. We got Danny.
Charlie over here.
Quincy. All right. And we have our special guest here today. I have Beatrice.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, pouring up. Right? We got Jameer in the building.
Hello.
Greg, Callie, and Mo Bigga. We want to talk about Everything Is Love, JayZ and Beyonce's new joint album, The Carters. I'm sorry, I don't even want to. I want to make sure that I want to make sure that the hype don't come for me. So, from The Carters, it was a surprise release, and it was supposed to be released in celebration of what is it called? Juneteenth.
Well, if you guys know, if you guys understand like how the music business works and with touring and everything, I think what happened is that Jay and Beyonce wanted to put the album out. Unlike what's going on with the good music stuff, they're not willing to put out the album until it's perfect. Mm-hmm. So ideally, they wanted that album out before the tour started because that album helps them sell the tour. So because they didn't finish it in time, you can hear some of the songs they're talking about being in a hotel in Paris, rapping in the booth and stuff. So it's like they were working on it until it got perfect. And then they dropped it as soon as they could because they gotta sell these tickets.
But wait. So if you look at tradition of how Beyonce has wrote her album, on the Miss Carter tour, she released the self-titled album in the middle of that tour.
And
that was the worldwide tour, which was like 2 years afterwards.
But I think what happened with this album is they released it in the middle because it's gonna bring more ticket sales. More people want to see these songs that they're about to be attached to, right? I think in the beginning, if they launched it in the beginning, it will go against her whole surprise ethic that she's been doing for the past 3 years.
No, but the thing about it too is that you have to understand that in order to put the stage show together, they go out to LA, they rehearse for 3 weeks, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, it's not beneficial to drop in the middle of a tour and then have to redo your whole stage show. That's the last thing you're trying to do.
Honestly, this is
Beyonce, bro. You talking about Beyonce changed her nails in the middle of Coachella. That's like,
okay, that's true.
I feel like it was planned out. I feel like when it comes to, I've been to concerts in Europe, and the way
stunt on us. Okay,
it wasn't a stunt. I'm just saying, I've been to shows in Europe where the fans are more inclined to like the old stuff. Yeah. So like when Beyonce performs at her show in Europe, is always different from the US show. She has more like Me, Myself and I, like those type of records. So I feel like that's why they did the tour the way they did it and dropped in the middle because she hasn't hit the States yet. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Ape Shit and those songs aren't going to do. Those are going to go
off here.
Right. They're not going to do as well in Europe right away. They're not going to catch on. They don't even speak the language.
Yeah.
So they're not. So they're not going to catch on. They're not going to catch up to it as fast.
I like Migos better.
So by the time they get to the States, I know the whole album from beginning to end. Yeah. So you're going to have people like me.
And that's why. Yeah.
Like now, if you go to Live Nation and try to get tickets, they're sold out.
Yeah.
Before they weren't sold out.
So you should for August 2nd, August 3rd?
All of that.
God damn it! All right. So for me, I heard the album, and from the first track that I heard, I was kind of I was more so impressed by what Jay rapped than anything on the album. Like, of course, like Beyonce was Beyonce, but like Jay really because on 444, like he rapped well. But on this album, like Jay rapped like he had something to prove. Like there was something like he listened to what people had to say about 444. And on this album, like he was like really comfortable and in his pocket.
You don't think he rapped well on 444?
I think he rapped well on 444, but he definitely rapped better on everything. Let's go, Rich.
I think. All right. So I think with Beyonce, like Beyonce is super talented, right? We all know that. Okay. But I think with her getting into this rapping pocket, like I just wasn't comfortable. I didn't like listening to her rap.
Too many niggas.
Her voice is so great.
Too many niggas?
Yeah. She said too many niggas for my liking.
A standout track on this album is the first track. Like, she sounds amazing. Yeah. He sounds great.
Well, he does
713 is really good because of the chorus, but what he's talking about shouldn't be with that chorus.
What?
That third verse.
Okay, Greg.
Hold on a
That
second.
third
Rebuttal?
verse, though.
Do you? I don't. I think a lot of people, like, because of the production, they lose fact of what's going on in that song, and he's literally telling you the story of
Right.
their relationship.
Yeah. And then
he's
pair that with
telling
the
you
chorus.
that on our first date, I brought my boy because I was trying to be
Who you
cool.
think? Which one you think? You think it was Tata or you think
Of course it was Tata.
I think you
I
might
think it
have
was
brought
OG1.
Dave. I think you might have
Nah,
brought
I think it was Tata. Y'all get crazy. All right, so on the track, friends. What
love
they're
it.
referring to, right?
Love that song.
They both address some things where Jay has some choice.
Oh, you gonna get us killed?
That's
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 not
ad-libs.
what's gonna happen.
Jay has some choice words on Friends, and he lets it be known like who is the gentlemen that are in his circle, right? And he names them off.
No sauce
And
money.
then he didn't name Sauce Money.
No, he did not.
But what he did do is he addressed a conversation that that Kanye had with Charlamagne the God, and referring to Kanye's wedding, right? So I have a question.
Yeah.
And I want some of you guys in this room to tread lightly because when I get married,
No, that's my answer.
Beatrice.
When you get married, what?
If I get
Continue.
married and you don't come to my wedding, I at least would like a text message like, "Yo, shit's crazy with me and my man. I can't make it." But if you just tell me after the fact,
Well, Kanye acknowledged
Behind the
that he
scenes.
knew that. He said, "I know
Kanye
things
said,
were."
No.
Hold on
Kanye
a
says
second.
that he
Hold
didn't
on,
even
hold
get a
on,
text
hold
from
on,
Jay-Z.
hold on,
he said
That's
after
the
the
But
he learned that
that's not his
afterwards.
man's like that though, y'all.
Kanye said that he learned
I mean,
afterwards.
He didn't know
No,
until
but
that
that's
moment.
No,
Jay-
Kanye. So Jameer, listen.
Oh.
So Kanye, through his wedding, he learned that Jay wasn't his man's like that. But before
Yeah.
that, he thought Jay was his
I'm
man's.
sure Jay knew already. Jay was like,
No,
Yeah, of
Jay
course.
knew.
Jay knew
Jay
from
was-
jump.
right.
Jay
That
knew.
wasn't even. He didn't
But
believe in
Kanye
Kanye
thought-
when he first
Kanye
came
was
out.
like,
That was Dame's
I thought
man.
Kanye thought you.
So he did that dumb movie with him.
The whispers is that
Hello.
Rachel Roy was invited.
Yeah,
to the
Rachel
wedding.
Roy was
That's why
invited.
Jay was like,
That's what
nah,
Becky's
I
with
can't
the
go.
good
You're listening to the whispers
I know,
versus
but I made
what
sure-
both of them have told us.
But
Okay,
that's
so
why
Greg.
it's clear.
Okay,
It was whispers.
so
I didn't say it
okay,
was
so
fact.
okay.
Yeah,
Greg.
but that's what I'm
That's
saying.
my that's my man.
They're
Honestly-
actually speaking about it, which is very odd. You never see two people openly speak about their male friendship breaking apart like this, and they've both given you their side of the story.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's like, me and my wife are beefing. You my man. You supposed to say, oh, you
We
going
good.
something with your wife? Forget it. I'm not holding
See,
a grudge.
nah, I didn't take it as that. I took the.
That's literally what he said.
I
his man.
guess that that's part of the
Tata.
concept is this I'm dealing with my wife, which overrides you. However, kind of what he's saying is you're not that important enough for me to care besides
That ass.
Jay pretty much is giving you the high side of it all, saying, after your actions, this is where I am with you. Not this is where I was before, but like, yo, you went on the tour and spoke about my kid, put rumors out about my wife supposedly holding MTV ransom. Like, this isn't going to hurt her career.
But this was all
My
after
man
the
can't
wedding.
do that. Yeah, but the wedding was a
think that was his man's
misunderstanding
like
that
that.
they could
This
have
one he was
worked
high
out.
off.
I think like if you
It's
even
never
know
been-
the story of how they like even got clicked up, like Dame actually was the one advocating for
Exactly.
Ye. Like Jay was like, yo, this.
That doesn't
This
mean your
nigga's go-
friendship can't
No,
be.
no, no. That doesn't mean
They got
right.
close. They
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 got close.
got
No,
too.
they got close, but they also bumped heads mad times on Watch
But
the
when you
Throne.
real
Yeah, they
friends,
got a
you
brother
fuck
friend.
up.
That's not his real friend.
I think niggas
That's
just
what
wanted
they bumped heads.
Kanye probably didn't know that
That's
because
why Kanye.
Kanye don't really
I mean,
have
all
friends
right, so
like
we-
that.
He does.
Now we have Boss, right?
What's
Yeah.
wrong with Red?
Where Beyonce gets into her bag on Boss and she's talking her shit and she's letting Spotify know like if I was worried about album sales, I'd have put it on Spotify.
That's a flex.
That was some flex shit right
It's
there, right?
Beyonce,
That's a
bro.
word.
It's Beyonce, right? And then Hove gets in his shit. Some people feel like he's going to Kanye. I feel like he was going at Drake.
Ever since,
But it-
ever since
true.
Drake said that whole, I used to want to be on Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay.
Yeah.
Jay has been mad.
As far as right now, he might be.
Hey, wait,
Jay-Z's married to Beyonce, so that makes him more popular than Drake.
No,
That's
Beyonce's
not
Beyonce.
true.
Both Drake
No, that
and
is
Kanye
100%
live his
true.
career.
Because
They get if they
Drake-
know Beyonce, they know Jay.
No,
Yes.
what? You Drake? You talking about Drake? Are we talking about Aubrey Drake Graham?
Beyonce got
Like no, yo,
Drake is up
Beyonce
there.
got 140
Are you kidding me?
million followers.
So people
we
love
talking about Drake.
I
Drake.
Drake got like 40 million followers.
People love Beyonce.
Oh, you counted this on followers?
I don't care how much you think Drake. I understand, like globally, Drake is a huge name, but ain't nobody love nobody more than people love Beyonce.
No, I'm not saying Beyonce. I said JayZ.
But that's attached to her.
Yeah, there's no way you can equate Drake's social popularity to the actual hard work and levels of success that JayZ has had.
Yes.
And it has been followed, loved, and revered for decades now. So there's no way you can compare them to as far as there's no way you can compare them together. And as much as we love Beyonce musically and concert-wise, live-wise in her career, it is a disservice to what JayZ has done since 1996.
No, if we're talking about right now in 2018, socially, JayZ is a very niche rapper right now in 2018.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Jehovah fucking niche rapper.
I'm gonna tell you,
Jehovah niche rapper.
if we're talking about
Pusha T is a niche rapper. He raps about.
Wait a minute.
JayZ. Okay, go ahead.
JayZ is 49 years old.
Exactly.
The average 13, 14, or 15-year-old is not fucking with JayZ.
But they know who he is.
All right, but we're comparing him to Drake. Are you kidding me? Like,
Why? Why are we comparing them?
First of all,
Because
first of all, he's 48.
Okay, I'm sorry.
48. Second, right?
Drake popularity has much more of. There's no like
Socially, he's more popular.
Yes, there's no demographic for Drake.
Yeah, social media.
For the new guys,
He's a young
it's all
nigga. He's
about
supposed to be
social.
more
I'm not a
popular.
new guy.
You sound like
Check
one.
it out.
I'm keeping it real.
Objectively.
No, it's
I'm keeping it. I'm
You
keeping
keeping
it
it real.
real.
He's young, my nigga. That's what
You keep.
Yeah,
I'm keeping it. I'm 29. I'm 29 years old. I grew up a Drake. I grew up a Jay fan.
People are so connected to Drake because of his social.
That's what I'm
social
saying.
media
Jay not
presence.
on there. 13-year-old niggas are not respecting JayZ. They think he's old. That's a fact.
But who does a 13-year-old respect? Period.
Drake, nigga.
Drake. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Respect Drake.
Yes, they do. Yo, dog. Like,
Oh man.
once we get out of
All
our
right. So this is the thing. All right. So look, this is the thing, right? So this is a whole nother This is a whole nother topic. But basically, overall, how do you guys feel about Everything Is Love? Overall, just as like, how do we feel about it?
It's good. I don't think it's gonna age well.
2088 was better.
I like it. I don't love it.
What?
I like it. I don't
A
love
lot
it.
of people have been saying that.
Beyonce washed.
Okay, guys, we only have a little bit of time left.
Beyonce washed.
Seven and a half, 8 out of 10.
Even if Jay wrote it,
I think it's a great album.
Great.
I think it's a great album. I mean,
it's good for Beyonce.
every song is not my favorite, but there's a good 4 or 5 that I fuck with.
That's like really
Great.
solid. Yeah.
I
think just from a musical standpoint and just conceptually, I think over time it's gonna stand the test of time, and people are gonna look back and be like, "This is really dope," because there's a lot of storytelling in there. The sound is cohesive, even though they're two very different artists, and there was a lot of fusion there. So
everybody,
I didn't need it.
we'll have to. Unfortunately, we'll have to continue this at another time. We gotta go. We appreciate y'all time.
We're not going.
We want y'all to tune in the same back time, same back channel. Thank y'all for watching us. We signing off, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.